I want to talk to you about the acceptance speech of the team behind No Other Land. They used this acceptance speech to vilify Israel, and a crowd of Hollywood elites, of course, cheered. Take a listen to this.
Always fearing settlers' violence, home demolitions, and forest spill displacements that my community, Masafir Yatta, is living and facing every day under the Israeli occupation. No other land reflect the harsh reality that we have been enduring for decades and still resist, as we call on the world to take serious actions to stop the injustice and to stop the ethnic cleansing of Palestinian people.
Now, the speech went on to criticise the war in Gaza and blame not Hamas, but the United States.
We live in a regime where I am free under civilian law, and Basil is under military laws that destroy his life and he cannot control. There is a different path, a political solution, without ethnic supremacy, with national rights for both of our people. And I have to say, as I am here, the foreign policy in this country is helping to block this path. And, you know,
So that entire speech, there was no mention of Hamas terrorists and what they're doing in Gaza, but, you know, plenty of cheers to take a shot as they take a shot at the United States.
I mean, there is a noticeable decline in ratings for major award shows over the past decade. Specifically, politics has played a role in the decline of Oscar viewership, with some audiences feeling like the ceremony has become too focused on, there's your example, activism, rather than celebrating film. Also, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the Academy has made changes to increase diversity, like new inclusion requirements for Best Picture eligibility, which some critics argue prioritizes politics over artistic merit. And despite the uptick, you know, occasionally, like when there are big viral moments, the overall trend has been downward. And it's because of moments like that. That's not why we go to the movies. That's not why we watch award shows. And don't stand here in my country and criticize my country that's given you this incredible opportunity and that has free speech. And that's the only reason why you're able to stand on our stage and tear into us.
Well said. On a lighter note, the Kardashians, well, their names have been brought up again. There's speculation that Kylie Jenner served as Timothée Chalamet's bad luck charm. Social media users are putting his Oscars loss down to the infamous Kardashian curse. Can you explain this one to us?
I mean, have you not seen it for yourself? I mean, what man that marries or dates a Kardashian goes on to have any sort of professional success whatsoever? Like, you know, thoughts and prayers to Kanye West. But it seems like everyone that dates a Kardashian, I'll give Travis Barker. Maybe Travis Barker is the exception. Everyone that dates the Kardashians seems to crash and burn. And fans are speculating that the reason this was not Timothy's big night is because of who was on his arm.
Okay, I'm going to have to get up to date on that trend. But let's look at what's been happening here in Australia, because Green Day's Billy Joe Armstrong, he's performed in Melbourne, and he used his performance as a chance to make a political statement and belt out a message to Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Elon Musk to shut the up. Don't you want Donald Trump to shut the up?
Kinsey, I'm sure that's what everyone who forked out to get tickets was really hoping to hear. No, not him perform his music, but to hear him make political statements.
You know, it's tough when you're no longer culturally relevant. Green Day hasn't really had mainstream success since American Idiot. I think they had an album called 21st Century Breakdown. Maybe that's the last time they were on the radio regularly. But their cultural impact isn't as strong as it once was. And that must be hard to swallow. And maybe that's what we just witnessed right there. Somebody desperate for it again.
Yeah, we keep hearing it, don't we? Finally, in royal news, it looks like President Trump will be on his way to Buckingham Palace soon. He has accepted an invitation for a state visit from King Charles III. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer presented the invitation to Donald Trump while he was visiting the White House. What can we expect, Kinsey?
I mean, you're going to expect a love fest. You know, the British royal family has historically been instrumental in maintaining and in strengthening the close ties between the United States and the United Kingdom, it helps that the Trump family is especially fond of the British royals. And I think we might have discussed this before. The First Lady, Melania Trump, being pen pals with King Charles for quite some time. That's like one of my favorite fun facts. I think it'll be a nice, friendly visit, a great photo op for sure for President Trump.
Absolutely. Kinsey Schofield, commentator and host of the To Die For Daily podcast. Thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour.
Thank you.